Sounds good.
Let's do it.
You gotta keep the fire burning. Chase your dream, don't hesitate. Keep on dreaming, keep on yearning. Don't let the flame die while you wait. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Artist Spotlight with Ralph. Tonight, we've got Darin Jellison with us, and unfortunately, tonight will be the last show of the season. We're gonna put things on hold for the summer, and then we'll be back in full force again in September. So, enjoy tonight. Darin, how are you, man?
I am great. I just learned today that this is your season finale. We're talking this up as the season finale.
The season finale, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, why not? I mean, all the TV
Larger than
shows
life.
do it, so
That's
technically
right.
we're a TV show, right? Might be an internet TV show, but it's still a TV show, so
That works.
yeah. So why not season
Yeah.
finale? You know, put me right up there with Chicago PD and Law and Order SUV and all that other good stuff. So, you know,
All
it won't
popular
be
shows.
anywhere near as dramatic as them, but you know. At least I don't think so. You're not going to get shot in the end or anything, are you? I mean, we're
I
just
hope
talking
not.
music tonight, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Well, we can.
Yeah.
We don't have to just talk music, but as long as the firearms don't come out, we'll be fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Besides, we can't shoot each other through the internet anyway. I don't think they've invented a way to do that yet. So, you know, which is
No,
a good
that's right.
thing because exes talking to each other on Zoom, they might, probably wouldn't be good. All right, so how about music? Let's talk about music.
Let us talk about music. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it has been ages since I have seen you perform anywhere.
Yeah.
It's been ages since I've even seen you, period,
Yep.
or talked to you. So, definitely have some catching up to do. How have you been getting through everything? I mean, things are starting to open up now, like nothing ever happened, which is, I guess, a good thing in a way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's been ages since we've seen each other because it's been ages since I've been out of this basement, it seems like.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been sitting in this chair for a decade at this point. Yeah, but things are starting to open back up. I haven't actually been out with my full rig yet this year, but I will be very shortly.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that because it's no substitute sitting here trying to do things on Facebook or those things. This is really the first time I've been able to do this, like really truly interacting as opposed to just staring at a camera. It's good to have human contact, isn't it?
Well, at least you got good at you doing the camera work and everything. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
you knew exactly what you were doing, and we were all set up and ready to go in like 2 minutes. And
Yeah, you
I've
have
seen
to
it
be.
take 42 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
With other people, so getting the sound right and everything. Sometimes it's difficult, but you
Yeah.
pretty much had everything set and ready to go. So
Yeah, I've been doing a weekly live stream. This is with this camera right here in this spot on Tuesday nights on Sessions Live. And, I think over time we've kind of figured out where we have to be with the camera and the microphone and stuff. So hopefully we'll reap the benefits of that here tonight.
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So you're starting to book live gigs or no?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. Intermittent. I mean, I never really was a major road warrior. I usually like to try to pick one good thing a month, and other things will kind of sprinkle in there. But my day job is pretty heavy, so I don't need to be out ramming the roads all day long. So
Yeah. Makes a difference, definitely.
Yeah,
Then it makes it just something for you to do to kind of have fun and escape a little bit from
it's
the
exactly what it is.
everyday. Yeah, cool.
Balance. It's balance in
Yep,
life for me. Yeah,
yep, cool.
exactly. So,
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a little balance. Actually, everybody needs a little balance. So, you
eat,
know.
sleep, work, and play music.
Yep,
That's it.
and it works. And
Yeah.
for me, it's eat, sleep, and play music. So,
Yeah.
which
That's awesome.
sometimes is technically work, but
Yeah.
they say if you're doing what you love, you never work a day in your life. Um, so I guess I don't work.
They,
So they
that's what
say.
they say. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It can be behind the scenes stuff can be a little bit tedious and time
Sure.
consuming, and
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
know that.
In the kind of in the, I hesitate to say downtime of the pandemic. I also have, this is a recording studio, this room as well, and so I do do that a little bit as well. All the music I've released, I just have recorded here in this space and stuff. And so there was a little bit of an outlet there, while live music wasn't really a thing. So we try to find it where we can, don't we?
Yeah, good. Hey, at least you use the time productively, so
Yeah.
that's a good thing. I
Hope
thought
so.
I would write a lot more, and I find that I didn't because I guess initially it was like, all right, I should be using this time to write some more, and then it was, well, I got all kinds of time. I mean, there's no hurry, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
And then things started happening for me and my duo as far as booking was concerned,
Right.
and it was like got away from everything and focused on that, and then I went, wow, I didn't write anywhere near as much as I thought I would, and
Y-
now I'm annoyed, like why didn't I? So
Yeah, looking
um,
back, it seems like it was a lot of free time, but it was a stressful time also.
yeah,
It,
definitely,
it was, yeah. So,
and trying to figure out like, okay, when are we going to get back to work? When are we going to be able to start booking things?
yeah.
Who should I reach out to? Who's going to be closed down for a while?
Yep.
All
Yeah,
that
that's
good
what you
stuff.
do. You're constantly searching for what the new, how you're gonna make your way. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the new normal for now? And
Yeah.
when are we going to
Yeah,
get back to the old normal? So, but it seems like we're pretty much headed in that direction. I saw somebody post on Facebook the other day that the live music booking scene is quote unquote out of control. Like I'm booking things left and right, and
Yep.
and he is, and I kind of get it because I think in the last 3 months I've been busier than I've ever been. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even like someone like me, I don't push that hard, but the
uh,
things are just are coming at me
yeah,
to a degree where I have to filter. Right.
yeah,
I have to pick and choose a bit. So
yeah. I
um,
feel you.
yeah.
Looks like you got a tailor there, huh?
I do have a tailor. I was just telling somebody this morning that I feel kind of guilty when I play out in the Lehigh Valley on a on a tailor and not playing a Martin. I do not own a Martin yet. But
It's funny.
uh,
I I went down to Florida to visit my brother, and who is a bass player, and he probably owns upwards of 20 bass guitars. And it was the one time I flew down there. It was several years ago. And he said, if you're going to book any gigs, don't even bring your guitar. I got two you can use. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You're a bass player.
yeah,
What can you possibly have that I could use? You know?
yeah,
He's like, no, I got some acoustic guitars that you'll like. I said, okay, fine. I get there, and he says, oh, there's two guitars I picked out. They're sitting in the corner over there. You can use either one. They're not really my good guitars, so my good guitars are up in the room. And I
you
walked
can't
over to
touch
the corner.
those. Yeah,
Yeah, and there's a Martin and a Taylor.
yeah.
And he says, they're not as good guitars?
Those
Wait a
aren't the
minute,
good
you're
guitars.
a bass player.
Right.
What do you mean a Martin and a Taylor are not your good acoustics, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I actually chose the Taylor to play with while I
Oh,
was
yeah?
down there. Yeah. And then
Well,
I bought a Martin. So Go figure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it is.
Yeah, no, I like this guitar. Taylor's can be a little brighter,
Yeah.
and I mean, I kind of like the in the onboard electronics and stuff in this thing, and
I think
you
that
know,
was part of
it
it
just
because
works.
I've been playing an Ovation for years,
Yeah,
and I love it. I
yeah,
still do, but it's a very bright sounding guitar,
yeah,
and I think I wanted something different, and I didn't feel like the Taylor gave me. I think I picked the Taylor because it gave me what I was used to,
right, right,
and I think I picked the Martin because it was different than what I was used to.
yeah, yeah.
If that makes any sense. So
It does, it does.
yeah. So
It does. You don't want to have
if
two
I
of the
want
same.
bright, I use my Ovation.
Right. You what's the point in playing a different guitar?
Yeah.
That's right. Well, they're all different shapes and sizes and
Yeah.
action.
And the Ovation
stuff.
with the rounded back, and people are like,
Yeah.
"How do you get used to that?" Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I got used to it very fast. So
Actually, I started on a really cheap Ovation when I first
Yeah.
learned to play guitar, and yeah, you can't. It's hard to kind of just sit and play. To get
sitting
used to
down
just
is
sitting.
difficult. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, because it just wants to go. Whoop.
Uh huh.
Yep.
Slide right off your lap. I always had to
Yeah.
put the strap on if I
Yeah.
was sitting down.
Yeah, just in case.
Otherwise, I'd lose it. You know.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Yeah.
so let's talk about what you're going to play for us.
Okay. Yeah, I have a
'Cause
few.
I'll bet you that anybody that's tuned in wants to hear some music.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're not paying to hear us jibber jabber all day long, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few songs picked out for you. The first one I thought I would play is a song that I wrote when I was thinking about. I had just gone back to where I grew up in Maine, and was kind of reacting to how the trees in the front yard of my old house had grown, just beyond belief. I remember them being little street trees, and they were gigantic, and all the buildings I remember being larger than life. My old elementary school had gotten so much smaller, and so this is a song called "Coming Back Home."
Cool.
Where did you go when I was reeling? What do I do to make sense of this feeling? Spinning heaven waits for the next turn. Darkness won't fade. How did all these buildings get so small? When did all these trees grow so tall? Coming back home. It's just yesterday when I'd run in the backyard. We're playing games, we never get far. So full of dreams, but words escape me. I think I'll stay with her. And how did all these buildings get so small? And when did all these trees grow so tall? I'm coming back home. Coming back home. I'm coming back home. I've got to get away. Disappointments, memories, feelings get me. Mine will stray. These days are done and gone, made me who I am today. Silent love and lost screaming. Now I have to say, how did all these buildings get so small? When did all these trees grow so tall? I'm coming back. How did all these buildings get so small? And when did all these trees grow so tall? Coming back home, coming back home, coming back home, oh, coming back.
Sounds great, man.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah, that one makes me want to bounce a little bit in my seat.
Yeah.
So.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
No. We have to entertain ourselves in the absence of others. So.
Yeah, true. Very true. No, it's a great song, man. Like it a lot. That was all about Maine and going back to where you grew up, huh?
That's right. Yeah, when I that's on an album I released a couple years ago that was I guess it was a little bit of a mid-crisis mobile. But it was so I was doing a lot of thinking back to my childhood and kind of reflecting on things like that. But that whole album was written. I just challenged myself, really having never done anything like this before. I learned the software and stuff, and I kind of know how to play some instruments and stuff. I just decided for the year I would write and record and release a song a month for the whole year, and then release an album, as the collection of those songs. So that was one of them on there.
Cool.
So,
how many albums do you have out now?
well, I just have that one full-length album and then a series of singles that just kind of leak things out once in a while when they.
Yeah.
I would really love to go through that process again, having learned what I learned through all of that. It's a lot of pressure, though. Boy.
Yeah.
Nothing like a deadline to finish up a song, though. I'm sure you know.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah. I think are you using outside studio help yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've actually bounced to a couple different studios. My last album, the first two songs were recorded and produced in a studio out in Canton, Ohio.
Wow.
With a band called Hey Monet. And they're just one of my favorite pop rock bands. And just on a whim, I asked the lead guitar player, I said, hey, I'd love you to play the guitar on a song or two of mine. And he was like, sure. Which shocked me. Because I thought he'd be like, no, come on, I don't have time for that, But he was like, yeah, absolutely, definitely. And so I ended up going out to Canton, where they're based out of, and recorded in their studio. They own Little C Studios, it's in Canal, Fulton, Ohio. And they did a great job with those songs. And then I came back home and finished up with Michael Carr at Holland Studios in Milford, New Jersey.
Okay.
And but there was some recording done down in Tampa, Florida too, because my brother's the bass player on the album, and so we would send everything down to him. He'd take it into his studio down there where him and his band record, and lay down the bass tracks and then send everything back. So a little bit of a process, kind of fun though. Dealing with it. And then I had a couple other local musicians play on the album too. Chris Cummings, Ani Powell, and Mark Cernice did most of the work on the album with me. So it was fun. Really cool. It was a drawn out process, but took a lot longer than expected. There were a couple obstacles that we ran into early with the availability of Michael Carr, who unfortunately had taken sick for a while and so couldn't do anything, and then the pandemic struck and the studio had to close down, and then once it opened back up again, it was a matter of getting everybody together at the right time. So
man, it's working with other people, I just don't do that. I would love to do that, because playing music with people is just so kind of magical. I live in this basement. I record stuff. I just put it all in there all by myself. Probably, it satisfies the the itch, but it's
Yeah,
definitely magical to play with others.
yeah. And there's certain things that I just could not have done, so I can't play the drums at all.
Hmm.
And as a lead guitarist, you don't want me playing lead guitar on anything, so you know, you're better off getting some 10-year-old off the street or something. So
Well, it's
I
easier to
strum.
do that. It's easier to do that when you're just in your like this in your basement, and you can
Yeah,
you have unlimited takes, and you're not paying for studio time and
very
stuff.
true.
And
Very
you
true.
can cut and paste things together and make something
Yeah.
that sounds maybe respectable.
Yep. Yeah. Very true.
Yeah,
I mean, I certainly could have handled all the vocals, and I certainly could have handled, the
yeah,
bass guitar
yeah,
and the rhythm guitar
yeah.
and the acoustic guitar, but maybe
And
even a little
percussion.
bit of the keys, but nowhere near as well as Ani did it. So uh,
Yeah,
I was pleased with the end result.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it just came out a year later than I thought it was going to originally. So
Yep.
it happens, and therein lies the problem with doing it with other people and relying on the studio. You didn't have to
Yep.
shut yourself down for
That's
6
right.
months because of COVID because it was in your house. So
That's
it
that's
worked.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
Ralph, I'm an architect though also, so like my day job was incredibly stressful during the pandemic because
I'm
nobody really
sure.
wanted to. Everybody kind of pulled their money back and decided maybe let's just wait this out a little bit. So work
Yeah.
was hard to come by for a
Yeah.
while. So many layers of stress.
Yeah, I can imagine. And yeah,
Yeah.
when you're relying on something that's going to be affected by that, then obviously,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. Even now, I can't imagine like being a restaurant or bar or something like that.
Oh, what a
All the shutdowns and the restrictions and all that
yeah.
nonsense. And now that everything's opened up, you can't find anybody to come in and work.
No,
So
that's right. What a hair-raising 15, 16 months it has been for restaurant owners. Yeah.
yeah,
Jeez.
and and you give lousy service, and people are like, "I'm never coming back here." And but
Yeah.
how do you give good service when you're down 2 cooks and 4
Short staff.
servers, and your bartender decided that unemployment was better, and
Yeah.
so it's crazy. But
That is crazy.
hopefully things will change a little bit as we go along,
Yep.
and get better for them. I really feel sorry for them, and I can't imagine the stress. I used to manage a restaurant, so
Oh,
I just every time I see something going on in the restaurant industry, I'm thinking to myself, I am so glad that I'm not doing that anymore.
oh my
Thankfully,
gosh.
I got out when I did. So
Yep.
what else you got for us?
Well, I have another song from that same album up next called Scattered. This was a song that came out of, I think it was February of that year. Each song has a month, right?
Yeah,
I was talking to somebody who was having some marital troubles, and after I got done, I was no help. I was certainly no help, but after the call was over, kind of sitting with it and stuff, and I was kind of thinking like, if that experience really hurts, the idea of breaking it off with somebody or having something broken off for you, if it hurts, then it obviously matters. And I just kind of flip that around on itself, and you'll hear how that goes. Scattered.
I know if somebody came to me for advice on something like that, my advice would be go talk to somebody who can give you really good advice, and that's
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, I wasn't as smart as you. Everything's better in black and white. You pull away to keep from starting a fight. I hate the memories stuck in my head. Try to forget that blood runs red. You live a dream, it's in slow motion. You see the end before it even starts. Replaying all my wrong answers, much too late. When it all slowly falls to fate, I'm scattered. If it doesn't hurt, it didn't matter. And I'm scattered, scattered. Looking back with all your filters on, changing colors to make halcyon, wrongs and rights and love and law, to bridge the years I can't see across, 'cause I'm scattered. If it doesn't hurt, it didn't matter. I'm scattered, scattered. Memories of what might have been leave me here inside my head. It doesn't really make a difference, right or wrong. Scattered. If it doesn't hurt, it didn't matter. I'm scattered. I'm scattered. I'm scattered. Scattered.
Definitely gets the point across.
Yeah. It helps to get that kind of, that little bit of explanation at the beginning. It maybe helps focus people, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt about it. Sometimes you listen to a song and you're like, oh, what's this all about? But, sometimes you can tell right from the jump what it's about. It just, it depends. It depends on what you're really listening to, too. Some people listen to the lyrics. Some people listen to music and don't pay any attention to the lyrics. So,
Yeah, we those of us, you and I, who are singer-songwriters, really, I think, do want people to know what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, every song is, once you make it, it's kind of not your own anymore. If people will grab a hold of it and it means what they think it means, and I think that's great too.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
And it depends on, really, especially when you're writing about something like that. It's kind of a breakup song, and where are they at in their relationship status, and what part of the song hits them.
Yep.
I had someone several years ago. I was at an open mic night, and I played this one song that is on my first album, and I noticed a woman sitting in the corner crying, and I'm like, "Oh my God, did I sound that bad?" Like,
yeah, yep.
That I brought you to tears, and she's like, "No, it's just that I was hanging on your words, and it really hit home because I just went through everything that your song just described." And, so it really hit home. And, several years later, she contacted me and said, "Hey, I own a restaurant now. I want live music. Do you want to play here?" So,
sweet.
Not only did it hit home, but, 5 years later, she remembered me, and, which was kind of cool. So, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's so great.
I'm gonna push you to play more music now, because I'm looking at the time and I'm going, wow, we spent a lot of time talking. And, and only a couple songs so far. I'm greedy. I want to hear music, so
Well, I'm selfish. I want to play music. So
yeah, there you go.
That sounds good. Let's do that. I'm gonna
so
play
then
another.
It's gonna work out for both of us.
Right. Everybody wins here. That's right.
Exactly. Before you get to the next song, though, let's tell people where they can find your music online and stuff.
Yeah. Well, the natural starting point would be to go to my website, which I think I have cleverly placed on the side of my little screen here,
You absolutely
DarinJellisonMusic.com.
have.
Yeah, so go there. You can get links to the Facebook page and the Instagram page and the probably Twitter and whatever. But where the real magic is probably 5 seconds after you show up on my website. You're going to get a little prompt that's going to say, hey, join my email mailing list. And that's where the real fun is. Because I really like to, I like the long form of an email mailing list, and I can, you can put videos in there and photos and, tell a story and things like that, more so than the Instagram post and stuff like that. Everything has its place, but I do enjoy the email mailing list. We all need more email, don't we, Ralph?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't.
I only send out like 500 a day. No.
Right. I love an
And
email
none of it
from
is
Ralph.
spam.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, just let me take a second to say thank you for what you do for local musicians, Ralph. I mean, you're kind
I
of
just
the
look at it as we're all helping each other out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. That's
we're
great.
all in this together, and whatever we can do to help each other.
That's right.
Works.
It's not
I
as
enjoy doing it, and
Yeah.
and I have the time, so sometimes I don't have enough of it.
Sure.
I promise people album reviews and stuff like that, and I have one person whose album I have been promising to review and get out there, and I started the review, and it's probably 90% done. I just got to add a few little finishing touches, and I looked at it today and went, "Oh my God, I started this on May 14th. Like, what am I doing here?" Like,
Yeah.
it's
The
almost
1 month
June
review.
14th. Yeah,
Yeah.
like come on, and I need to get it out this week. I absolutely do. I ran into his girlfriend and said, "Just tell him I'm getting it out this week."
Oh yeah.
I promised.
Oh yeah. Now you have to hide and stuff. That's right.
Yeah, man. No, I don't want to do.
Sarcasm
I
and
don't-
procrastination.
Yeah,
that's rough.
it's not necessarily procrastination. It's
Yeah.
just that like things just hit all at once, and and then all of a sudden it's like you get so caught up in doing one thing that you don't necessarily get to finish up something else, and it depends on what the priorities are and what kind of deadlines you have on stuff, and
Yep.
so
Yeah, no doubt.
But I'm definitely going to get it done. I will probably get it done tomorrow and get it published on Friday or Saturday, and then be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It took so long." But
Yeah, well, you just put it on wax there, Ralph. It's like now it's out on the YouTube world that you're gonna get this done tomorrow. So
even the one that I did on Ben, which I just released a couple days ago,
yeah,
I promised him that a while back, and then he, if he hadn't sent me a message and say, "Hey, look, I don't want to be a pain in the butt, and if you can't get it done, you can't get it done." But the song comes out on Friday, and I'm
right.
like, "Oh man, I got to get this out now." So
Yeah.
I dropped
build.
what I was doing and went, let me finish it. That was another one I had started and hadn't finished, so I dropped what I was doing and said, "Let me get this out now." So
Ben wants you to help him build buzz. That's good.
yeah, exactly, and
Yeah.
that was the whole idea. So.
Yeah.
If he hadn't reminded me, I probably wouldn't have gotten to it this week. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Squeaky
but,
wheel.
Life gets in the way sometimes.
Yes, it does.
It's unfortunate, but it is what it
Well,
is. Play me
Just
a song.
busy living it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play another song. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a song called "I Know I." This is a musical pep talk, Ralph. It's kind of good. We're talking about how you're trying to get stuff done. I'm gonna sing you a pep talk.
Cool.
Ready? I know
I need one.
with the small talk. Break out of your little box. Bend, don't break. Don't break. It's not enough to think small. Satisfied not to fall. Keep looking up, looking up, looking up, looking up. I know, I know, I know, I know we're gonna make it. Let's go. I know the risk is worth taking, take it. Be what you're becoming. Doubt will always be there. Just show them all. Show them all. Show them all. Show them all. I know. No, I know, I know we're gonna make it. Let's go. No, I know the risk is worth taking. Take it. I know. No, I know we're gonna make it. Let's go. No, I know the risk is worth taking. Take it, take it. Whatever made you believe it's not me. Whoever tells you how loud it can be. When you're so tired that you simply can't see. Remember, I know. Remember, I know. I know. No, I know, I know, gonna make it. Let's go. I know the risk is worth taking. Take it, take it, take it. I know. No, I know, we're gonna make it. Let's go. No, I know the risk is worth taking. Take it. Take it, love. Take it, love.
That was a little more upbeat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Sometimes I like to open shows with that one just to like kind of, announce my presence.
It's an attention grabber.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right. Just big open strings and, I like the key of E on guitar because of that.
Yeah.
Just that one. I like that.
Yeah. It's a powerful chord. There's no doubt about that. And
Yeah.
opening up with something that is an attention grabber keeps them listening.
Yeah.
So it's always
Yeah.
a good thing. Not a bad opening song at all. If you open up a set that I was listening to, I'd listen to the rest.
Well, that's good to hear. That's validation right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And
It's
that is on the album as well, or
yeah.
okay.
That's part. I'm breaking out some of the older ones right now.
Cool.
I do have a couple newer ones that I have on my list here.
Cool. Good.
I don't know how much time we have. This is usually an hour-long show, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
If
Cool.
we go a few minutes over, I'm not gonna worry about it. There's nobody on
nobody's gonna
behind
cut
me, so it's okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm always kind of conflicted by starting a show with a big big bouncy one, because so much of my music is like, come here and listen to me and be melancholy and stuff. And so, the people who all want to hear a big open strummy thing are gonna be, they'll be fed once in a while, but
Right.
you know. So, I when I was in college, I was in an a cappella group, and sometimes we would go out to advertise our shows. We'd go out and like just stand in the middle of a crowded dining hall, and we had one song that started with somebody just yelling "Hey" at the top of their lungs, and we just had to start with that all the time to just say, "Hey, pay attention." So I learned that lesson from back then, and so
Makes sense.
I do it with my guitar now.
Yeah. Hey, nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah,
At all.
yeah,
Anything to get the attention, and then you just have to hold it. So,
exactly. Well, it's that's going to be a skill I'm going to have to try to figure out how to do again, because I really haven't been out live. I'm going to be exhausted after the first hour, I think.
Yeah. It is a little bit tough to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
I found even taking, I think there was a couple months where, in fact, this year, January and February were really slow. And then all of a sudden, March was really busy. And it's like, all right, I haven't played out live in like a month and a half. And now I have 4 nights in a row. Like, is my voice going to hold up,
Yep.
And so that was a little difficult at first. But I think I learned over the course of the past couple months how to pace myself now and set the set list up so that if songs are going to be a strain on night number 4, maybe it's best not to play them at all.
Right.
And just shy away from that. So.
Oh my gosh.
And,
yeah.
We have enough of a song list, and unfortunately, it's a lot of covers because that's what they want to hear in bars and brew houses and wineries and stuff. So they pay the bills.
Right.
That's right. I always say the original music feeds my soul, but the covers feed my belly.
That's right.
And I like to eat, so I am Italian. So
yeah, it comes naturally.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, it does come naturally. But still like good. It, so it is what it is. What do you got next?
I have camera 2 next. Camera 2.
All right. We're gonna go tickle the ivories.
Yes, I don't have microphone 2, so I have to bring this over here.
It's all good.
Camera 2.
Fantastic. See, most people wouldn't have the second camera, so they'd be moving the microphone and then moving the camera.
Yeah. We're breaking new ground here, Ralph.
Yeah.
Rocking the valley. 2 cameras.
I mean, right. I don't have 2 cameras.
You're the host. You're just supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play the piano. This is a song that was written on guitar, but I like to play it on the piano sometimes too. It's called I Want the Truth. How did this become my fate? When there's all these people spreading pain and hate, spitting sideways gritty lies, puffing up and dragging down, dragging us all down. I want the truth. In a new world of guns and violence, misled fools think they're on the defense, breaking in and taking lives, blowing up and tearing down, tearing us all down. I want the peace. I want the peace. Right here when I'm with you, hand in hand when I'm with you. Let's put our hand out to the world. Hold on tight, not letting go. Never letting go. I want the love. I want the love. I know it's right here. I want the love.
So you wrote that on the guitar, huh?
I did.
So what made you switch to the piano?
Well, it's a totally different vibe on guitar. It's actually, if you listen to the recorded version of that, it was written on guitar and originally recorded on guitar, and it's real like,
Okay.
it's pretty rocky. I'm gonna switch back to camera one so you're not staring at my ear, and then I thought. I think I read somewhere while I was doing that album that the true test of whether a song is good or not is if you can boil it down to just a little single instrument thing like that, and it holds together. So I decided to test it with that one, and I think it works.
Cool. Yeah. Definitely.
It's a good one. That one was that one's big and rocky because it was a little more of an angry song, like kind of. Actually, it was written in the beginning of when we were all kind of realizing how toxic social media and politics and all of that stuff is, and all this stuff coming at us in our own little echo chambers and driving us all
That stuff's toxic.
apart. Driving it all apart. Yeah. And so it was a reaction to all of that. Things only get crazier, though.
So it's not my imagination that Facebook is a dumpster fire?
Definitely not. Yeah, Facebook. I mean, Facebook has made it harder for people like us to reach people that would like to know what we're up to musically and stuff, right? The business pages are really kind of locked down, and they want you to buy ads, and they want you to try to figure out how to. It's a mess. See, This is why an email mailing list is the way to go. This is my message.
There you go.
If anyone learns anything from this in the Lehigh Valley music scene, it's that email mailing lists get you out of the dumpster fire that is Facebook. I still like Instagram because it's so pretty pictures and stuff.
As much time as I spend sending emails and stuff, you think I would be much better at that. And that's the one aspect that I neglect, really, is my mailing list, Like, I'll send out 100 emails, and one of them will be to my mailing list, and
Right.
the other 99 are for something totally different,
Right.
Like the ones I sent out today,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, people don't want to get email every day from you, right? They
No,
want to
definitely not.
they want to know what's going on, and they want to stay connected. Hopefully, that's my whole thing is the connection around music. It's like meeting people like Ralph
Yeah.
and Steve, and um, and all the lovely people that come to see me play, and all about the connection. So.
Yeah. And, the funny thing, I'm still on Reverb Nation. I don't use it very often. But I always wondered, like, where do they come up with their rankings? Like, oh, he's ranked number 1 in the area, or he's ranked number 5, or, And I always wondered what they base that on. And they tell you they base it on your band equity points that you earn each day. And I found out, I guess after a little experimentation and everything, is that 90% of your band equity points come from spamming your email list.
Ugh.
If you're constantly emailing like every single day, you're earning all these band equity points, and you can never drop out of number 1 because that's where you get your points. Hey, he's doing a great job spamming. So the problem with that is, you do that, and half the people on your email list are going to drop off. Like they don't
unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I follow somebody there, I don't necessarily subscribe to their email unless they're local,
Right.
Because that I mean, it's great. I'll listen to music from some guy from New Mexico or from Australia or whatever the case may be, and I may like it. But I don't care where he's playing tomorrow night because I'm not going to Australia to see him,
That's right.
And so I subscribe to the local ones, and I find I'm unsubscribing to some of them because I'm getting an email every day. Like, I'm sorry, dude, you didn't release another new song today.
Too much.
You just released one yesterday. Stop,
Yeah.
It is what it is. So So that's how they base everything. So if you're on Reverb Nation, sorry guys, that's how you get your band equity points. Spam your readers.
Yeah, you move up on one thing, but you move down in the other thing.
Exactly.
Draining the tank on your
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'd much rather keep them interested with one email here and there than 15 emails a month. Or there's one guy I unsubscribed to. I got an email literally every single day. Every day. Like, stop.
Yeah,
Not reading your emails anymore. So.
What I really like is getting a response email back from somebody after a newsletter goes out because I've said something that just prompted a thought and it started a conversation.
Right.
I live for that. It's pretty rare because usually people are like, "Oh, look what Darin's doing. That's pretty cool," and then they move on. But those people that click reply and add something back to my life is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. You said you had a list of songs that you had ready for tonight, so where are we at on that list?
Where are we? We've played 4 songs.
Uh-huh.
I have I could do 1 or 2 more. Depending
or 2
on
more.
our time.
All right, I'm being selfish, so we're doing 2.
Well, okay. Well, let's start with 1. Because we can't do them both at the same time.
No, that's actually very difficult.
No. No. This is a song a couple of years ago got a message from somebody I had gotten connected to through social media. And he said, "I have a record label and I would like you to be on it. But it's not a regular record label. It's a record label that's more of like a co-op where he had a record label because he needed to have a record label to be successful in Chicago where he is. People say, well, what label are you on? And he would say, I'm on Guilt by Association Records. And, so it was they had one signed artist, himself, and stuff. And so, I was really quite flattered that he asked me to join him, and a couple of other people have also joined on. So it's a small group of us, and we we kind of just support each other, and it's kind of encouraging, and we're trying to just push this mission that the music industry in general is kind of a disaster, and that at Guilt by Association Records, every penny I make, I keep. He doesn't, he doesn't take things from me. We just a group of guys who like to and ladies who like to entertain people, and so it's pretty cool. So I joined this record label a couple years ago, and this is the first song I wrote under their auspices, so to speak. It was in celebration of the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, which happened in 19, I think. 69.
Yeah. Yep.
And so this is the song from the perspective of an astronaut.
Cool.
All right, let's do it. Hello, unknown. Hello, unknown. They said we'd never make it. It's much too far to fly. If there's a chance, I'll take it. Brave the dark, dark sky. So hold my breath and close my eyes. Keep fear deep inside. From here we take the sky. Brave the dark, let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. Yeah. Crushing weight and searing pain. Blinding light, burning flame. Hello, unknown, goodbye, same. In the newness of it all, the colors bright, not black and white. What I know now is also different. Save the dark, make time. Make time. Make time. Make time. Yeah. Crossing away and searing pain. Blinding light, burning flame. Hello, unknown, goodbye, say. Crossing away, searing pain. Blinding light, burning flame. Hello, unknown, goodbye, say. Please don't take me from this place. The weight is gone. The lines have left my face. Lines have left my face. Please don't take me from this place. The weight is gone. The lines have left my face. Lines have left my face. Crushing away, searing pain. Blinding light, burning flame. Hello, unknown, goodbye, say. Goodbye. Goodbye, say, goodbye, say, crossing away, searing pain, blinding light, burning flame. Hello, unknown, goodbye, say, goodbye, say. They say we never made it. They say we never made it. Goodbye, say.
Wow. Just wow.
Yeah. Wow, you like that one?
Yeah.
I debated whether I would play that tonight.
No, I love that song. Wow.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You know, when inspiration hits, you got to capture it because things happen. Yeah. Yeah, it was just kind of an interesting process writing that song because I kind of like took this approach of like we're leaving the earth and we're going to get up into space and we're going to be floaty and we're going to be questioning things a la Major Tom, right? And then we're going to go back to earth and what do we do now?
And you gave that feeling throughout the whole song, and that's what really caught my attention was that, you know, that's the feeling I got listening to the song, like, you know,
cool.
Like I was on this journey with you, and you know,
that's exactly what I want, Ralph. It's great. That's
it was
great.
Pretty cool. It was awesome.
That's great. I'm
Loved
glad
it.
you like that.
Now that's a single that you released separate from the album.
Yeah. That was just released by itself. I took a picture of found a picture of the moon, made it my album cover with my face near it, and you know, because for some reason I feel like I have to have my face on all my album covers, Phil Collins style, right?
Yeah.
You know.
There you go.
Yeah. If only I had a better face. If only I had
I say that about myself all the time. So, you know.
a face for radio.
Yeah.
Right? I'd gladly be on the radio. Right.
Yeah. It's funny. We had a photo shoot done, probably 2 months ago or something like that. And I'm like, wow, these pictures are really great, but I'm not very photogenic. Like, why the hell did I bother? You know.
Right.
It's funny. And then I was down at my brother's house over the weekend, and his girlfriend said, "Oh, I took this picture of you last year, and I forgot to send it to you." So she texted it to me, and it's my profile picture on Facebook now. It's like the best picture I've ever seen of me. Like, is that really me in that picture? Like, the hell out of here. No kidding. It's like, oh, I actually do have a decent picture, you know?
Well, it's the same thing as I guess it's it's like anything. You're used to looking at yourself in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
So you're not used to seeing yourself flipped in the asymmetry that goes along with that. But just like when I first started recording myself, singing into a microphone, and then listening back and going, who is that? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually it just becomes part of your, it's like anything else. So,
yeah. I've heard songs that people actually, took a live video or something when I was playing a gig, and I was like, did I sing that high? Like, my voice isn't that high. How did I get there? Like.
Yeah, because you're just hearing all this resonance in here.
Right, I'm thinking I'm going to hear this baritone, version of, some Robert Plant song that, I can't reach his. So,
oh, yeah, no, boy.
Then I hear myself sing a song, and I go, wow, like, my voice isn't that high. How did that happen? But I guess it does happen.
Surprise yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Surprise yourself.
You find out that it's different. So,
Yeah,
come on,
awesome.
You got one more. I know you do.
I do have one more, yeah. And this one's also a little bit different from some of the earlier stuff. Do you ever get yourself in a situation, Ralph, where somebody said, "Hey Ralph, I think you'd be really good at this," and you go, "Yeah," and then you go, "Wait, I'm going to expose myself." Not literally. I'm going to expose. I'm going to expose that I'm not really as good as these people think I am. Have you ever felt like that? Oof.
Yeah, actually I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
I wrote a song about that called Imposter. Actually, look at that.
The imposter is about there?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that.
That's merch.
Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
and this is my debut CD right here with my face on it.
All right.
It's called On the Lark. You should find it. Fine. You could buy it on my website, which is conveniently located right here.
Located, right? Yeah.
Plug. Okay. It's a song called Imposter, which also exists in two ways. It exists as just a solo guitar piece, but also when I originally recorded it, because I can't bear to just do things that stripped down when they start, is much more than that. But I'm gonna do it. It's called Imposter, and I hope it's kind of written in two parts, Ralph. It's I am going to let you down, and then in the middle it cuts and it goes to a whole other. It turns to a major key, and it turns into something that is quite hopeful. And that's, if there's any kind of hallmark to Darin Jellison's music, it's that in the end, usually you feel hopeful.
Cool.
I am a miracle. I am what you've all been waiting for. What you see as ripples on the surface are just echoes of the panicked flailing, kicking the locked door. I have it all. It's here for me to take till no one can disagree. I found a place to lie down, padded in a case of space. It's carved out just for me. I am an imposter. You don't really see me. I am an imposter. I will let you down. I am a spectacle. I am what they've all been aiming for. But in the end it's only momentary flashes cast off, masked of any chance to be the one you can't ignore. I am an imposter. You don't really see me. I am an imposter. I will let you down. I am an imposter, climbing to the ceiling. I am an imposter, but I'm not coming down. It's a long way down, down to be falling, but I'm coming up. It's a long way down, down to be falling, but I'm coming up. It's a long way down, down to be falling, I'm coming up. It's a long way down, down to be falling, I'm coming up. I'm coming up, long way down, down to be falling, I'm coming up. It's a long way down, down to be falling, I'm coming up. Come with me, come with me, come with me, I'm coming up. It's a long way down, down to be falling, I'm coming up, I'm coming up.
Great finish.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Hold on a second. Something weird just happened with all my buttons. I have a lot of buttons here out of the way.
Yeah.
Off camera.
Uh-huh.
I have to dance on sometimes.
Yep. Yeah, I've never gotten the hang of that. I think it takes a special talent, actually, to operate that properly.
Also a special kind of insanity, I think. Things can go off the rails so fast. But yeah, no, it's fun. It can be
that time, so
yeah, yes, exactly. I decided to risk it.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, no, I do like to do a lot of looping in my live shows on the longer format stuff. So I'm glad I was able to bring a little bit out to you today.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so
I was kind of surprised. Like, wait a minute, you didn't use this at all during the show, and then,
right.
you know, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But
yeah, got to bring it out.
It was tough. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
great finish.
I mean, Ralph, thank you very much for having me on this show.
Thank you for coming.
Incredible opportunity. So
yeah, it's fantastic to have you on, and couldn't think of a better way to end the season. So, you know, looking forward to more good things next year. But you know, for the summer, we're going to take the time off and and then roll back into it, and I can spend my time lining up the shows and getting everything set for next year. So
yeah, it's not really time off for Ralph. It's Ralph gets to play only 7 shows a week and try to set things up for next year.
I could not do 7 a week. No way. I would not have a voice left. I hit 4 and I start worrying. So
yeah,
you know, some weekends it's like not a big deal. I've actually had weekends where I've started off the very first night we're playing and I'm like, oh my God, my voice is not where I want it to be, and this is going to be a really rough weekend. And by night number 3, it's like, what was I worried about? You know, I feel better tonight than I did the first night. What's going on here? You know, it's supposed to work the opposite way around, but it doesn't always. So
the voice is a strange thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. It's like, you know, you go out the first night and you feel like, oh, I'm trying to hit notes that I'm not hitting them tonight. And I need to tone this down a little bit, and then, you know, 2 nights later, you're hitting them fine. It's like
you're rocking it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I should be losing my voice, not gaining it, but you know. Oh well.
Yeah.
It is a strange thing. What are you going to do? So. Well, hopefully
Yeah.
we'll get to see you out and about at some point in time during the summer. And
I do hope so. My calendar's on that website too, so I hope
Okay,
you
cool.
and others are out and about and can track me down
yeah, you have
that'd be
anything
great.
in November? I mean,
in November. I'm not quite out that far yet.
it's about where I'm at. So, I think I have an open date the second week in October or something. It's crazy,
Yeah.
But somebody came along and said, "Hey, do a 6th night." I'd probably say, "Okay, why not?" I don't know if Mark would agree with me or not. He'd probably shoot me.
Yeah.
Stop booking shows.
Yeah. Hey, Ralph. This is a solo show for you.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
coming out. Yeah.
I'm actually waiting to hear that. You're doing
Yeah.
that one solo, pal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Burning
But-
Mark out.
And that would be just fine with me too. So not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It
No
is what
doubt.
it is.
Yeah.
Although I haven't done a solo show and I can't remember how long. The good thing about the solo shows though is you get an opportunity to play your original music, which we're working in. So I mean, he's getting more accustomed to that. But it's not like I can do a whole lot of it right now. But
Yeah.
and,
I think that's
and
the
of
last
course, I'm
time.
being like really particular about it. Like that song's not perfect. We're not doing it yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
As opposed to, yeah, we can wing it. Not a big deal,
Yeah.
It's Don
I think
Henley's
that-
song. I don't care.
Right.
This one's mine. It's perfect,
Yeah. It's more.
So,
It's better that way. Yeah. No, that's the last time I saw you play out. I think was at an open mic night at Godfrey Daniels.
yeah.
And
It has
Yeah.
been a while since I've done an open mic night. So,
yeah. Me too.
um,
Me too.
yeah, I'm not going to go to an open mic night when I have 4 gigs, this
No.
weekend. Like,
No, you don't
Wow.
need to. I know some people who got sick from open mic nights over the last year. Like
Really?
just, yeah. That
I've
that
been to a
microphone.
couple and been pretty careful about what I'm doing and
Yeah.
bring my own microphone and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And, and that was more like, hey, I've been emailing this venue for months and not getting an answer. They have an open mic night this week. Let's go play a
Yep.
few songs and then it's like, oh, we should get you guys in here. Well, yeah.
Let
we've
them
been
know
telling
you're
you.
real. Yeah.
I've been telling you that for months now. Answer an email. So
That's right. That's right.
it has worked. So but
All
they're
good.
they're few and far between. So
Yeah.
and at this point, I don't have time. So wish I did, but I don't.
Too busy
No,
making
no,
music in other ways. And that's
Yep,
great.
I don't really wish I had time for an open mic night. It's
Yeah.
cool.
No.
Not a big deal. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. And if you tuned in late or you missed half the show or you want to see the whole thing all over again, I will have it up on my YouTube channel tomorrow. And it's Ralph Pagano Music on YouTube. It'll be up on my YouTube channel probably by tomorrow afternoon. I will share that with you on Facebook. So if you want to share it with
Yeah. Definitely.
anybody and everybody, you can share the link and I put it up there and it's permanently on my YouTube channel. So
Great.
I have an entire playlist of all the shows that I've had on since October. So any one of the shows, if you want to tune back in and check it out, it's there. So again, DarinJellisonMusic.com, right?
That's it right here.
Okay. It's not there anymore for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, you do have it up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And again, thanks so much for being on. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. And I guess, hey, I'll see you all back in September.
Sounds great.
Before we go out, I wanted to pop in and say thank you, Ralph, for a fantastic season of music. And I want to thank you on air. Okay, you're a humble man, and I know you are not one on ceremony. I want to kind of surprise you with this, but you've done a bang-up job with your show over the last couple of months. Okay, and except for that time you had the Flyers game on, why? But
Because I was watching leading up to the show, and I forgot it was on.
You've been a great host, and I'm looking forward to September. You're a great addition to Rock in the Valley, and I personally wanted to thank you. You know, while everyone's watching, and you're just great. You're a great addition to it, and we're happy to. And now you can't hear nothing.
No, that's why I have 2 ears.
Oh, okay. And we're happy to work with Voices of the Valley and get the word out there, because it is a basic tsunami of bookings for everybody out there. And it's been a fabulous trip with you, man, for the last couple of months, and I thank you very much.
It's been a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, it is. And I'll
I was
heal
a little
from all
apprehensive about how I'd handled it, how I would handle it in the beginning, and now I feel very comfortable doing it. And
you're doing a great
I'm
job.
looking forward to doing it again in September.
Yeah, well, me too. It was a lot of fun. And I'll heal up from all the clobbering that you've done.
You're
gonna miss that.
No, I kept the recording. So anytime, it's like that Staples button. Boom, that was easy,
Yeah, you're gonna call me once or twice a week and say, "Hey, pick on me, man."
I need a refreshment, But no, I'm sure we'll hook up sometime over the summer, because we talked about what we got going on. So, and Earl's coming out of hibernation. He might be a little grouchy at first, but that'll be all right. So, but anyway, thank you again, Darin. Great seeing you again. It was fabulous. You got some good music, so I won't draw this out. I'm just gonna hit the button, and we're gonna take her out, and we'll see everybody here again in September. And boy, it'd be great if I had the song September. Oh, September. Never mind.
Maybe I'll write one by then. Who knows?
Yeah, you could. You could write a song about like the fall in September, and something really like you can do a collaboration on something really nice, piano, guitar.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Bagpipes.
I like it.
So
yeah. All right, let's not get carried away.
I have an accordion. All right.
Let's not get carried away.
I'm sorry. All right. Good night, everybody, from Rock in the Valley. Okay, I'm Steve Jones, Ralph Pagano, and Darin Jellison. Good night.
Good night.
You gotta keep the fire burning. Chase your dream, don't hesitate. Keep on dreaming, keep on yearning.